So this is mindful yoga. We're gonna just move pretty slowly through a few poses here to begin, and then we'll do some more restorative stuff towards the end and some breath work. Let's go ahead and get started standing up. So come to the top of your space. I'm gonna start facing you. And at the top of your space, take your feet hips width distance and parallel. Roll your shoulders back and let your arms rest to your sides. Close your eyes here to begin. We'll just take these first few moments to ground down and to center into our space. On your next inhalation, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold the air at the top and then open your mouth, exhale, side out. 2 more times like that. Inhale deeply. Pause at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last time, inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release. Let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. And softly begin to blink open your eyes. Keep your legs as is. On your next inhalation, reach your arms out wide and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach tall. Take a deep breath in, grab a hold of your right wrist, gently tug up. And as you exhale, start to side bend to your left. Ground down evenly with both feet. Breathe into your right ribs. And then inhale, rise back up to center. Switch your sides. Grab a hold of your left wrist, gently tug up. And as you exhale, take a side bend to your right. Standing through your legs, reach up and over. You can turn your gaze down. Our option to turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next inhalation, rise back up through center. Release your hands. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Now from here, still standing where you are, go ahead and interlace your hands behind your back. Begin to press your knuckles towards the floor, straighten your arms as much as you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest. And if it feels available to you, start to remove your thumbs and pick up your fists away from your low back and buttocks. So it's like you're bumping a volleyball behind you. Keep reaching up and back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, begin to bend your knees and fold over your legs. Keep the clasp in your hands, release the crown of your head. Tuck your chin towards your chest, bend your knees here, or option to begin to straighten your legs. Either one works. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And then release your clasp, touch down to the floor, press down, bend your elbows, continue to release the crown of your head. And then if you straightened your legs, bend your knees, take your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows together, and inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Now from standing, still staying in mountain pose, Tadasana, feet hip width. Inhale, reach wide, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, forward bend, Uttanasana, touch down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand, ground your feet, reach overhead. And exhale, lower your arms to your sides, Tadasana. Again, 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, moving with breath, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, long spine. Exhale, fold, release. Ground your heels, inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms, Tadasana. Last time, inhale, reach overhead, find length. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, touch down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Stretch your waist long. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand, reach tall. And exhale, lower your arms to your sides, mountain pose. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Now this time as you exhale, plant your hands and step back to a table pose. So you're coming onto hands and knees, quadruped. Line up shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. As you inhale, lift your chest, broaden your sitting bones for cow pose. Slightly turn your gaze forward. And as you exhale, round your spine, dome your upper back for cat pose. 2 more times. Inhale for cow pose, lengthen. Exhale, navel in, round your spine, cat. Inhale for cow pose, chest lifts. Exhale for cat pose, round your spine. Now inhale, lift your chest, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. And this time we're gonna add on, step your right leg back, step your left leg back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Line up shoulders over wrists. Hug your navel towards your spine. And then as you exhale, tip your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Here in down dog, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we're gonna repeat. As you inhale, look forward towards your hands. As you exhale, drop your knees, coming back into table. Inhale, lift your chest, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, step your right leg back, step your left leg back, plank. Exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. 1 more time like that. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, drop your knees. Inhale, lift your chest, cow. Exhale, round your spine, cat. Inhale to step it back, plank pose and fold. Exhale, pick your hips high, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now exhale, lower your knees back so you're in table pose. Swing your feet over to your left outer hip and then go ahead and sit down onto your right outer hip. Bharadvajasana twist. Take your left arm across and your right hand behind you. Turn your abdomen and chest to the right. Stay broad from shoulder to shoulder. Lengthen your spine on all sides. Option to turn your gaze and look over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to release. Walk your hands forward. And switch your sides. Take your feet all the way over to your right outer hip. Drop down onto your left outer hip. Turn to the left. Take your right arm across, left arm behind you. Use your back hand to lift your spine tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, try to turn your abdomen and chest around. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhalation, return to center. Walk forward to come back to hands and knees. Pause here. On your inhalation, place your right arm underneath your left for thread the needle. Lower down onto your right shoulder, your right temple. You can walk your left hand forward for a little bit more length here, or option to reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the tops of your thighs back. Turn your abdomen and chest open. Find your steady breath. On your next exhale, release. Touch your left hand down. Press yourself back up, table pose. Switch your sides, inhale. Sweep your left arm underneath your right. Lower down onto your left shoulder, your left temple. Walk your right hand forward. Keep it there, or option to pick your right hand up. Keep pressing your thighs back, breathing steady. On your exhale, touch back down with your right hand, walk it in. And then inhale, press yourself back up to table pose. Now here in table, Walk your hands up towards your hips. So you can stay where you are. If you need to turn and face me, feel free. I'm going to turn and face you just so you can see me better. So balancing now on our shins and our knees. Hands to hips to start. Inhale, reach your right arm overhead. As you exhale, start to side bend to your left. So a bit of a repeat like we did in the beginning. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, begin to bend your right elbow, goalpost your arm, look towards your right thumb. Inhale, reach your right arm back up. And then as you exhale, sweep your right arm forward, take your right hand back to your hip. Inhale, raise your left arm tall, find length. Exhale, side bend, reach it up and over to the right. Stay here for your inhalation. As you exhale, bend your left elbow, cactus or goalpost your arm, look towards your left thumb. And then inhale to reach it back up and over. Exhale, sweep it forward and around. Take your left hand back to your left hip. Now from here, stretch your right leg out wide. See that your right foot is in line with your left knee somewhat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Keep your right hand on your hip. Inhale, raise your left arm up. And then as you exhale again, start to side bend to your right. Now take your right hand, the back of your right hand to your leg, slide it down as much as you can. Start to breathe into your left ribs, turn your abdomen and chest open. Use your top arm, inhale, rise up, open your arms out wide to a T. And now as you exhale, start to lean forward and down, balancing on your left hand. Reach your right arm straight up. Turn your right palm forward, and then reach your right arm up and over your ear. Big side body stretch. Press your right pinky toe through the floor. Turn your abdomen and chest up towards the ceiling. Maybe turn your gaze and look up. Breathe in, breathe out. Now press your right foot down. Inhale, use your top arm, rise back up wide. Exhale, hands to hips. Step your right leg in. And we'll switch. Step your left leg out wide. Line up foot with your knee. Inhale, raise your right arm tall. And then exhale, big side bend to the left. Turn your left palm up towards the ceiling. Or your right palm, I'm sorry. Or your left palm, I'm sorry. And then slide your left arm down your leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, use your top arm, rise back up, open your arms out wide, and then switch your sides. Exhale, tip over now to the right. Place your right hand, reach your left arm up and over your ear. Press your left pinky toe through the floor, spin your abdomen and chest open, maybe turn your gaze and look up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, use your top arm, rise back up. Exhale, hands to hips, step your left foot back in. If you're not already, turn to face the original top of your mat. Place your hands, lift up your toes, lift your hips. Then press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Now from down dog, inhale, raise your right leg high. As you exhale, step your right foot forward and between your hands, lunge. Drop your back knee, keep your back toes tucked, and as you inhale, raise your arms overhead. Press your right foot forward and down. Line up your right knee over your right ankle. Turn your palms to face forward. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, goalpost your arms, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest. Inhale, straighten your arms back overhead. Exhale, touch your hands down to frame your foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high. As you exhale, step your left foot forward and between your hands, lunge. Take a moment to set it up. Drop your back knee. Inhale as you rise, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms overhead. Press your left foot forward and down. Turn your palms forward. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, goal post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest. Inhale, re-straighten, lift up. Exhale, touch your hands down to frame your foot. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Now inhale, shift forward to plank pose, top of a push-up and pause. As you exhale, lower your knees, and then lower all the way down onto your belly. Once you're on your belly, turn your leg bones in, and then prop yourself up onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. So try to line up your elbows underneath your shoulders. Press your hands down, press the tops of your feet down. Take your tailbone to your pubic bone, but lift your navel. Gaze forward at the horizon. And then take your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale through center. This time as you exhale, bend your elbows out wide, stack your hands together, and then lower your forehead to rest on the tops of your hands. Here on the tops of your hands, inhale, lift your right leg away from the ground. Press your hip bones evenly into the floor. It doesn't matter how high your leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left leg away from the ground. Keep pressing evenly with your right hip. Exhale, lower. Now this time, inhale, bend your right knee, try to kick your right heel towards your buttocks. Lift your chest, and then with your right hand, reach back and grab the outer edge of your right foot. Lower your forehead back to your hand, and hug your heel in. Continue to take your tailbone towards your pubic bone. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to release it. Plant your right hand. Switch your sides. Bend your left knee. Lift your chest. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the outer edge of your foot. Once you have it, turn your head down and place your forehead. Continue to hug your heel in. Take your tailbone to your pubic bone. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale to release it. Straighten your legs. Now this time, straighten your arms by your sides. Rest your forehead to the floor. Keep your forehead pressing down. Keep your legs pressing down. But now start to pick your shoulders up away from the floor. With your shoulders lifting, now lift your arms up away from the floor. Now, start to squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Imagine like you're trying to touch your thumbs together on your back. Keep this action. Take a deep breath in. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades. As you exhale, press your pubic bone down, lift your chest, lift your legs. Locust pose, Shalabhasana. Exhale, release everything, lower down, pause. Place your hands. Bend your knees, press yourself up table, and then slowly make your way up to downward facing dog. If your low back is feeling a little bit cranky after that, find a bent knee down dog. Lift your hips high, let your head release in between your inner upper arms. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next exhale, drop your knees. Swing your feet out and around in front of you so you can make your way now onto your back. On your back, bend your knees and plant your feet hip width and parallel. With your feet hip width and parallel, press your mid-upper back into the floor. Leave a sliver of space between your low back and the floor. Keep this action. Inhale, raise your arms up towards the ceiling. Continue reaching your arms overhead until the backs of your hands touch the floor overhead. Maybe they don't touch, and that's fine. And then reach your arms back up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Keep your hands pressing down. Now this time as you inhale, lift your hips up away from the floor. Find a modified bridge pose. Lengthen the tops of your thighs. And then as you exhale, lower your hips down. Now we're going to combine those movements. As you inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms, reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale at the same time, try to lower your hips and your arms. Again, inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms, reach. It's not going to be your deepest bridge ever. Exhale, lower your hips, lower your arms. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Pause on your back. Reach your arms overhead once again. You can have a slight bend to your elbows. Heel toe your feet out wide. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, windshield wipers, tip your knees up and over to the left. Lengthen through your right side. Try to hug your right ribs in and down towards the floor. Obviously, they're not going to touch. Try to find more length there. Inhale, come up through center. Switch your sides. Exhale, tip your knees up and over to the right. Lengthen out through your left side. Hug it in. Breathing steady. And then inhale, come back up through center. Lower your arms to your sides. Heel toe your feet back into hip width and parallel. Figure 4, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Flex your foot, spread your toes. And then hug your left leg in. Optional. You can interlace your hands behind your left leg. Of course, you can stay with your left foot on the floor. But if you're hugging it in, keep using resistance as you press the leg against your hands. One more breath in. Complete your breath out. Release your hands. If you have raised the leg, lower it down. And we'll switch our sides. Cross your left ankle over, figure 4. Optional, pick up through your right side, hug your right leg in. Flex your left foot, spread your toes. Keep widening your left knee forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release it. If you raise the leg, uncross. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Either grab the knees at the fronts of the shins, rock side to side. Optional, you can move your knees and shins in a little circle here. You can stay like this, or begin to reach on the insides of your legs. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Happy baby. Once you have the outer edges of your feet, begin to widen your knees apart and press the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Try to hug your knees in towards your armpits. If it feels okay on your low back, you can rock from side to side here. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Release if you are in happy baby. Once again, hug your knees in towards your chest. And then exhale, plant your feet back to the floor. Walk your feet out a little bit wider than your hips and knock your knees together here. With your knees knocked together, this pose is called constructive rest. Let your hands fall to your abdomen, your low belly, and let your eyes soften and close. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Now let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. With your hands on your belly, should be able to feel with every inhalation, your abdomen puffs out. And with every exhalation, your abdomen recedes inward. Now at the end of your next exhale, Take a slow breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the air and pause. Keep your lips sealed, but exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. If you'd like to rest in this shape for Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, you can straighten your arms to your sides, option to straighten your legs. If you have another way to rest, you can make your way there now. But begin to release any and all effort. Relax your limbs, soften the features of your face. Completely let loose, let go everywhere. Take these final few moments of class to rest consciously here. I'll be here to guide you out. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes as you reawaken. If you have more time, certainly feel free to stay in Shavasana. Otherwise, I'll begin to guide you out. You can bend your knees, stretch your arms, your legs in any way. Roll to your preferred side. Use both hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Once you're there, cross out your shins. Sit tall. You can keep your hands resting to your thighs, or option to join your hands together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. As an offering of peace, let's close by chanting Om. Go ahead and exhale first. Take a slow breath in. Thank you. Namaste.